The strain between Wendy Williams and Kevin Tracker is getting more grounded, and presently their own child, Kevin Jur, is engaged with this wreck, it appears, as though his dad's new activities made the young fellow at last end the quietness and talk about the idea of his folks' relationship. And Kevin Sr. won't have any desire to hear what his child needs to say regarding him, as per Kevin Jur, Wendy has been controlled and controlled by her ex all through their whole marriage. And surprisingly, after the separation, he can't let the old propensities go. Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. We keep our eyes on the most talked about occasions in the stage and continuously present to you the most smoking updates. It felt that the provision battle between Wendy Williams and her ex couldn't turn out to be any more stunning yet. With their child's new assertion, things will take a sensational turn. Kevin Container at long last agreed with his mom's position in the story, blamed his own dad for controlling her, and his possessiveness didn't evaporate after the separation in light of the fact that Kevin Sr. is attempting to call the shots, even from a far distance. Yet will Wendy fall into his snare again? Stay with us for the rest of this video, so you won't miss any detail separate from that. Includes truckload of cash and property contentions, is never simple, particularly when there was no prenup, and the continuous dramatization between Wendy Williams and Kevin Tracker is the best illustration of how not to deal with things, particularly assuming that you are a swindling mate. Yet evidently, there's something else to add to Kevin's transgression list. This is oppressive and manipulative command over Wendy, which was gradually demolishing her physical and psychological well-being. In the past, individuals near the couple more than once expressed their interests about Kevin's conduct, saying he controls all that he takes her. Telephone, she has zero companions, and she's not in that frame of mind with her family. He controls each part of her life. Since he's unreliable, these hypotheses are currently affirmed by Wendy and Kevin's child, Kevin Jur, who has been seeing the whole show with his own eyes. Since he was a kid, clearly Kevin Sr. was behind totally the entirety of Wendy's choices, whether they were connected with the work cycle individuals to cooperate with, and even loved ones. An insider from the ex-couple circle said that Kevin demanded setting Wendy in a clear-headed house, while as yet causing her to do the show. The source, who like to remain mysterious, shared with the press nobody believes it's the perfect locations for Wendy. She appears to be so delicate and weak. It's startling exactly how totally under Kevin's influence Wendy is. Nevertheless, she will not hear a word against him. Those near her are unnerved something dreadful will occur. And even Wendy began to understand that something wrong was happening with her life, and that the choices that she had made were not beneficial. The things she was doing under Kevin's impact screwed with her well-being and close to home prosperity, prompted the estrangement of the vast majority of her loved ones, and transformed her into a workhorse. Obviously, it was difficult for Kevin Jur to watch his dad's harmful and manipulative way of behaving, and he chose to uncover him by revealing more insight into this story. As per the insider, Kevin Container even blamed his dad for exploiting his mom's prosperity and driving her to work more and harder, when all that she really required is harmony and rest. Yet Kevin Sr. just viewed at Wendy as a dedicated machine who could mint more coins for him to spend on his paramour. This impeccably makes sense of why Wendy's ailment and liquor habit deteriorated over the long haul, to the point that she was unable to try and stroll without assistance, and needed to remain in recovery for a considerable length of time. Fans are stunned to find out about Kevin Sr.'s dictatorships and what damaging impact he had on Wendy. They trusted that now, when she is away from his control, things will get better. For the previous TD, have one individual remarked, "Not shocking, I supplicate she gets sufficient solidarity to isolate herself from this terrible rope." And another fan blamed Kevin for disturbing Wendy's state, deliberately be saying he permitted medications and liquor to be utilized to control her. Kevin Jur had some awareness of everything from the very start, since he needed to deal with his mother. After the separation, he saw what a horrendous express his dad left her in by betraying her, and making his paramour pregnant, it's so miserable, so that a kid might see his mom experiencing agony and stress. And evidently, Kevinger chose to end his quietness and uncover his dad's real essence. He accepted that his folks ought to have isolated quite a while in the past, since they plainly were troubled in this marriage, yet Wendy couldn't deal with her controlling spouse and continued to endure his disloyalty concerning Kevin Sr. himself. His union with Wendy was really helpful thanks to her, got the status acknowledgement achievement cash, and in particular, the opportunity to carry on with his imprudent life. How he would have preferred it flawlessly makes sense of why he has been betraying her for quite some time, and never sought legal separation to accompany his purported perfect partner, Sharina Hudson. A source from the ex-couple close circle expressed Kevin is enamored with Serena, yet he told her he can't leave his significant other, yet the main explanation he is still with Wendy is that he and Serena can't deal with themselves. They need her cash. Kevin Sr. was clearly feeling that there are no lines he was unable to cross, since he controlled each part of Wendy's life. The man felt that he was powerful and could call the shots and control Wendy how he would have preferred, yet he was too in the middle of picking precious stone rings for Serena and didn't see how the significant other was gradually assuming command over her life back. She even recruited a confidential specialist and figured out that her better half was carrying on with a twofold life. And its most terrible piece was that her significant other's long-lasting escort was expecting his child. That was a sobering blow for Wendy, and she understood that the time had come to get away from this poisonous relationship. She was sufficiently bold to seek legal separation and look into recovery to at last tame her liquor maltreatment. As of now, we are lean to accept Kevin Drew's assertions about his dad's controlling way of behaving for controllers, like Kevin Tracker Sr. being served separate from paper, is a hard blow in light of the fact that such individuals are certain that they have everything taken care of. And it appears to be that Kevin Sr. actually feels that he is giving orders. That is the reason he felt free to Wendy to court over his lost provision. He figured it would be one more remarkable move to demonstrate his masculinity and position in Wendy's life. Yet this boat has cruised and Wendy is getting her independence from his impact and control back as of now. We are happy that Wendy tracked down the boldness and solidarity to petition for legal separation and get her life in the groove again, in light of the fact that she is way better without this hurtful individual close by. As one individual remarked on the circumstance, Kevin totally controlled Wendy and supplicated on her uncertainties. She has known for north of 15 years that he cheats, yet she thought the undertakings weren't serious. And another fan added, Kevin Tracker is nauseating. I disdain harmful obsessive person men. He utilized and mishandled Wendy so terrible. And this individual uncovered Kevin Sr. as a shaky and damaged individual who found his casualty for self-declaration in Wendy. Kevin